Jai Opetaia beats Brandon Glanton over a unanimous decision. That was on Sunday night. It's currently Tuesday. The fight was decent. It was a decent watch. Obviously, Jai's first time fighting on Zuffa for the Zuffa world title for cruiserweight. It was decent, you know. Jai did what he had to win. When it was at range and distance, Jai was boxing the bleeding head off Brandon. Then one thing what surprised me a lot was how Jai in the clinching, like head to head, he was so much better. Well, I thought that Brandon Glanton would be the one dictating those positions and, you know, the grappling, the rugged, you know, rough and rowdy kind of stuff. Because Brandon Glanton is not the best boxer in the world, but he's tough as nails. You know, he had a granite chin. You know, there's multiple times where Jai was landing big shots and Brandon was just kept walking through, no, not bothered at all, not phased at all by the punches. Apart from the 12th round, he hit him with a counter. But at the same time, he recovered well. But Jai did what he had to do. Unanimous decision. He was stripped by the IBF because of this fight, what I think is absolutely disgusting. We'll get into that in a second. But Jai Opetaia is the best cruiserweight in the world. A decent win over a ranked guy in the top 10. If you're going off the Ring magazine, what I think is probably the best ranking to go off, you know, each belt have its own rankings. I think there's a bunch of nonsense on that. I think definitely the Ring magazine is the best one to go off. So Brandon Glanton was ranked number 10, and Jai Opetaia being number 1, being the best at cruiserweight. What we all know, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you know Jai Opetaia is the best cruiserweight champion in the world. Now, let's go on to the IBF. The IBF is absolutely disgusting. They've stripped Jai before of the belt because he took a fight on the Riyadh card for more money. You know, there's no shame in that. There's no issue with that. Jai wanted more money. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do. Go for it. He could win the belt back before. Then he had the rematch with Marius Bradis, who he already beat for that title. Bradis was the champion. He won it, you know, had a broken jaw in the first round and still managed to win the fight. I think that just shows the character of Jai Opetaia. But we all know what Jai wants. Jai wants to be an undisputed champion at cruiserweight. He wants all 4 belts, 5 including Ring magazine. And they're making it so hard for someone in Jai who has paid his ways in the fact of sanctioning fees, defended that belt 7 times, been the IBF champion for, you know, ages now. And for them to strip him once, okay, you can understand this mandatory challenges and that, but it's a joke regardless, I personally think. But then for him to win it back over the guy he already beat for the title, for then he's defended a few times, then obviously been stripped again. It makes no sense. It makes no sense why. I think it's absolutely disgusting in boxing in the fact of, I don't think it's the promoters what are wrong. I think it's the sanctioning bodies what are wrong in boxing. You know, meaning the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, and WBC, I think it was. The 4 belts regardless, the 4 sanctioned world titles. I think obviously they've got an issue with Zuffa coming in and trying to be like, no, this is the belt the boxers are going to fight for. I think that's the right move. I generally think it's the right move in boxing in the fact of we don't need 4 world champions. We need 1. We don't need 4 rankings. We need 1 rankings. It makes no sense. And for them to do Jai dirty again, when Jai's paid all the sanction fees, all that stuff, it's disgusting. It's criminal in boxing. And Dana White did say we could see lawsuits coming up. I want there to be a lawsuit for Jai to get that money back he has paid, because it's going to be thousands. We all know that. I mean, Terence Crawford was getting charged $400K for his sanctioning fees. That's why he gave up the belts. I was like, I'm not paying that. I've just won these titles and stuff. I feel sorry for Jai. You know, Jai got very emotional at the press conference, post-fight press conference, and was like, I've sacrificed so much for this belt. You know, I've missed my nan's funeral. I've missed gatherings. I've missed birthdays. I've missed all this. And that just shows the fighter Jai is. Jai has missed family stuff, missed other stuff in his life for the belts to become world champion. And this is how you repay someone. And you can clearly see it's affected him very much because of how emotional he's getting. I think the world of boxing, these sanctioning bodies, these big organisations need to really look at themselves and be like, we're doing something wrong here. I get there's mandatory challenges. I get there's stuff. But we need to have one belt. If you took all those belts away, including Zuffa, and only had the Ring Magazine belt, no issue. I think the Ring Magazine belt, if anything, should be the only world boxing title. I think Dana and Turkey Al Sheikh are doing the right thing and trying to push this forward of one rankings, one title, one world champion. That's all we need. We don't need international belts, continental, and all these other belts. So that's where I'm at. That's my thing. Jai Opetaia, though, amazing fighter, the best at cruiserweight. He deserves it. He deserves to become undisputed. That's all he wants. He wants to become undisputed, and he's moving up to heavyweight. But let me know what you guys think on this. Do you think it's disgusting? Do you think maybe I'm overreacting over the sanctioned body stuff? Because certainly I don't think I am. I think it's a very fair statement to see Jai like that at the press conference after, and to say how much he's been how much he's sacrificed in all this, and the fact of they haven't just stripped him once, they've stripped him twice now. What's Jai now got to do? He's now got to try and regain that belt and the other belts to become undisputed. It's a joke. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think. But regardless, Jai had an amazing performance. Brandon Glanton's tough as nails. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.